Hello and welcome everyone to ARC Apollo Racing Club Tier 3 Round 8 at Abu Dhabi. We are currently loading into qualifying. I'm Van Beats, not joined by anyone tonight. Max is doing something. Ginger also doing something. Got 14 drivers, possibly. I think people can still join mid-session, but there's supposed to be 15, so we're just missing out on one guy. We'll see if they come or not. But here we go. As we load in, here we go. Abu Dhabi, a new layout this year. Exciting things. We'll see how Tier 3 handles it. Tier 1 went okay. I believe wasn't too crazy of a race. I know I spun myself out in DNF after Rogue spun out in front of me at Sector 3, just at that little turn right when you enter it. Very unfortunate for me. Tier 2, I believe, a bit more hectic, especially in lap 1. I was watching that stream. Very fun. Arham, who does have a qualifying ban, retires, so he is going to start at the back unless someone disqualifies himself. So the first one out going to be Sid Hart. I see this being a trend. He's always the first one out, looking to get the first lap in. Nice little camera angle there, as you can see the old turns. And yeah, we also have a race ban for Potato Skin, who picked up a bunch of penalties in Brazil. And we also have another qualifying ban for Leham, but he isn't here tonight, so he'll serve that next time he races. So we'll see what Sid Hart can do shortly coming into the new Sector 3. New and improved. I definitely like it way more than the old one. There's more space, I feel, more flow to it. It's still quite challenging as well, which I like, you know. Even though it's a little bit changed, it's not super easy. This turn here, we'll see you catching a lot of people off. A lot of people have spun in Tier 1 and Tier 2 in that corner. I know I have, especially in qualifying. But here we go. We're going to watch Sid Hart begin the first hot lap of the night here. So braking just before the 50, kind of misses the apex a little bit. It's fine, but he's going to set the power down. Coming now to turn 2 and 3, which you can kind of lose it here sometimes if you're not too careful. And yep, there it is. You know, some people try it flat, and some people's like setups just aren't built for it sometimes. And you know, driver confidence is definitely can play into effect with that. So next person up looks like it's going to be one of that. Oh, that's actually someone spinning. That's John. I don't know if he was spun or let that guy through. And that guy is Drake and Wolf, commentated here last night with James. James in the chat as well, I believe. Hello. So let's watch Drake and Wolf now, who will set the first valid hot lap of the night. Will he spin here like Sid Hart? No, he will not. So Dragon already at 50% ERS, which makes me concerned because, you know, he just started the lap here. So I wonder if maybe I forgot to turn it on, or I mean off during the out lap, or maybe he turned it on very early. But anyway, coming down the first DRS straight, pretty straightforward. Same thing as last year, has a little thing that kind of merges together coming into this very tough turn. I hate this turn. I think everyone hates this turn. It's very slow, very hard to get right. You can spin you out sometimes, especially if you go on the curb. Activate DRS now for the second DRS straight here. Now this turn, new and improved. Had the same turn like the last turn we just went through, but now it's just more of a U-shaped turn going here. Hairpin kind of looking thing, wide hairpin, I don't know what they really call it, but oh, somehow, oh, you know, he didn't invalidate. So Sid Hart does set the first out lap, but you know, it doesn't count because it's not really a real lap. But Drake and Wolf now hitting these apexes pretty well. Gonna jump on the power now. Very low ERS here. Gotta make sure you don't spin. And he's doing pretty good. Let's see, he's gonna say 26.6 to start off the night, and behind him is gonna be one of Bacon or Sir Snow. It's going to be Sir Snow, as I failed to find him in time, who gets a 24.7. Arctic 25.8, so 1 second gaps between the first three people crossing the line here. Terrell's just a full second behind Sir Snow, Mr. Baby, new guy here, reserve. Not related to the Baby, the rapper, but I hope not. I don't know. We'll see. Note 24 Prix going 5/10 quicker than Sir Snow, who is currently letting people by. Or also, oh, Simon though 24.2. I believe these guys raced in Tier 2, so they have a little bit more extra practice. Which should benefit them just a tad bit here. Phil Hen, new ARC driver as well. He's been doing pretty well for his debut ARC season, coming now across the line. 25.3, good enough for 5th. Bacon Juice. See what he can do. Hesitates a little bit in that corner. You don't want to do that. It will cost you a little bit of time here, and I think this is going to be a 26.5. Good enough for a 10. So John Garcia is still looking to set a better lap. I don't think he is. Yeah, so he's going to be either pitting or doing another lap. Static Pants, however, on his hot lap here in the Aston Martin. His teammate setting a pole position. Can he join him near the top row? Let's find out. Everyone should be doing in laps. Stays in third here, which I find kind of understeers the car a little bit, as you can maybe kind of see. The static, again, setup dependent as well. Let's see what he can do. Kind of taking a wide low line coming into this turn. Some people like to stick it near the wall and then go wide as they get closer to the turn. Stays in 5th, but he's very hesitant with the power here, maybe afraid that he'll spin. That's definitely going to cost him quite a bit of time, so I feel like he could have just slapped on the power a little bit more earlier. Yeah, it looks like he has. I'm looking at confidence issue here. I mean, you can see with the turns, he's really just making sure he doesn't want to spin. He's not pushing to, I think, what he could do the best right now, and that time is definitely going to reflect it, as he's going to set a 1:29.7. So I definitely hope that he can work on that on the remainder of qualifying. 10 minutes left, so he can definitely improve by a lot of time here. So coming out of the pits, it's going to be Arctic. He'll be the next one to say hot lap. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, Tier 3, hit or miss. Sometimes some races pretty good, some races pretty bad. I mean, we saw with the sprint race when it was actually wet last week, it was much more cleaner than the dry race. So, yeah, very interesting things. Obviously, this race should be dry. You never know. Maybe it's raining then. Like in the next session, who knows? Probably not. But should be a dry race. So if you want to base it off Tier 2, then lap 1 definitely should be pretty hectic. But after that, it should fizzle out, and everyone should be much more calm. At least you would hope. I mean, we'll see what happens. Simon actually disqualified for blocking the pit lane, so it looks like we can kind of see his car was kind of in that little accident right there. Not sure what happened there. We saw this, I think, last night in Tier 2 where a couple people got disqualified, so that puts our pole position / championship leader at the back of the grid, even behind Arham, so very interesting things. Not sure if that's a bug or if this is like intentional. I don't know why someone would purposely not get out of the way or even move in the pit lane, especially when it's the one like that. Who was I watching, by the way? Arctic. Yeah, Arctic, as he starts his lap coming into turn 1. Yellow flag apparently, which shows nothing other than that Ferrari passing the yellow flag itself. Very odd. Arctic now also at 50% ERS. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to my ERS in the quality anymore, so I'm not sure if that's something everyone else is going through. I don't know. We'll have to keep our eye out on that for sure. Telemetry should be hooked up, but I'm gonna go ahead and double check. I mean, I did activate it. I'll just reactivate it again. Maybe something that went wrong. All right, hopefully it's up. Let me know in the chat if it is. Anyway, Arctic here. Looks like, oh, there's something going on with Phil Hen. Looks like no damage, however, but he's kind of in the apex spot of that turn here, and you can kind of see the Stag Pants guy, who should be on end lap anyway, so it won't be too affected. Back to Arctic though, coming into Sector 3, or at least already is in Sector 3. Coming into this heavy braking zone. This braking zone used to be a lot scarier in the past games. It's much easier to take now, I noticed. Minor lift into this corner here. He's actually going into the pits, R6, so behind him that's going to be Note now on pole position due to disqualification, and now Note going to set a faster lap, 23.9. That's an excellent lap. Actually, that's faster than a lot of Tier 1 drivers, me included in there. So good job to Note. He's definitely been working hard on this track, and now he has a really good advantage to his championship rival here to possibly pick up 25 points if he can get a good early lead. Sir Snow now on that front row with Note, looking to improve on his time to make sure he stays on there. So let's see, Sir Snow now crossing the line. Looks like he's going to say a low 24.6, just 2 tenths quicker than his final time before that. Phil Hand starting his lap here. We saw him earlier, and already a mistake as he kind of jumps over that curb. Heavy braking and possibly lost time. I don't think we'll have to watch him anymore. Taraz now coming down to this very tough chicane. It looks like going a little bit slow. Actually has no ERS, so I think he completed the lap actually, so we don't need to watch him either. John Garcia doing the same thing. Very low ERS, which makes me think that he already did the lap. So who else can we see? Is Vinny on a lap? No, he's on low ERS as well. I wish there was like a thing where we could kind of see who's on a lap and not, but I guess, you know, is what it is, right? Yeah, I think everyone is just like on end laps right now. Like no one's really doing a real lap, so just gonna wait. 6 minutes left in quali. There should be enough time to do 1 lap, maybe 2 if you want to be a little bit risky. But at this point, I'd just be like, yeah, I'm gonna do 1 more lap. But normally of 6 minutes, you should be able to kind of do 2. Sometimes depending on the track. I mean, this one's kind of long, right? Nowhere really to cut, so shall see. As Sir Snow almost hitting the little barrier there, that would have been sad. Heads right into the pit lane. I think we'll see that from everyone. Actually, there's who is that? Alpine. That is Mr. Baby. So I'll stay on board of him. Reserve driver making ARC debut here for Tier 3. We'll see how he does. So Simon had said that his steering wheel bugged and I stopped in the pit lane, causing him to DNF and quali. So it's unfortunate. Alright, let's see what Mr. Baby has in store for us. He needs to find 3 tenths if he wants to start on the front row. A full second could get him pole. Goes into second here. Quick upshifts in the 5th, and now going to activate DRS down in the first straight. chicane went a lot smoother than I was expecting. I probably went kind of deep, but he kind of recovered nicely here. Keeping a shallow line coming into this turn now, opening wide into it, and gonna stay in fourth probably. Ooh, something's going on. I think he is done with his lap there. Not sure why. Maybe he just wasn't making the time that he wanted to. 3 minutes left on the clock, so everyone. I don't remember this many people on outlaps or real laps. I think this is a bug because you can see Taraz there apparently going faster, but he has full ERS. What? Yeah, this must be a bug. Some people are crossing the line or they're not crossing the line and their outlap thingy is just like going away. So that's very odd to see. That's just going to make things more confusing, coming into the final 2 minutes. We'll just try to like keep up. We know Mr. Baby over here did a lap. He might be doing another lap though. He probably would have pitted, right? So keep our eye on that. Taraz normally has a pretty good quality in Tier 3. Right now, finding himself in 7. He needs to find 3 attempts if he wants to get 5th. Anything more would be delightful for him. I have not commentated cursed anyone so far. Bacon Juice retires, so he's just content with his lap here. Taraz's lap pretty decent so far. Early in the power, I'd like to see that. And let's see, he's going to stay on the power now. Going a little bit on the curve, which is fine. I think it's going to be a pretty good lap. I can't tell. Okay, he improved, I think, but like it was weird because, yeah, I don't know. John Garcia invalidating his lap. Mr. Baby retires in the pits. I'm so confused right now. Snow in the pits here. Benny on a lap. I'm gonna watch Siddhar. It looks like he's gonna cross the line here. I don't know if he's really improved on his time. Hits the wall a little bit, but improves, but not enough to get forward. Bilhan, I think he's starting lap, right? Yeah, I don't know. It's so weird, right? Didn't show out lap for him. We'll look on board of him in a second. I think. Yeah, I can't tell if John is on one. Probably not, because he's done a lap and he has low ERS, but I don't know, some people like to do multiple laps. It's really weird. I guess we'll just stay with Bilhan. I think he's or Vinny as well, actually. He's more ahead of him. We'll keep our eye on him. He needs to find 300ths of a second if he wants to get past Snow in the pits, so that pretty much can confirm that Vinny could sit on the front row with. No, let's find out here. Small lift for Vinny. And that's a 24.2 for Vinny. Taraz retires after going in the pits. We only have Philhen left, I believe, doing a real lap, so we'll watch him. If he can find one attempt to improve over Taraz, he would need around 4 to get past Sidhart and potentially Mr. Baby as well. Let's see what he can do. Oh, and he kind of overshot the corner here. That cost him quite a bit of time there. Vinny, the only one left on track, or I guess Static Pants as well. Static Pants invalidated. So this should be our grid here. No takes pole. Simon DSQ'd. We don't really know what he could have set, if he could have set faster. Vinny joining No on that front row. Sir Snow and Mr. Baby on the second row. Sidhart Taraz on the third row. Philhan Arctic, fourth row. Mr. Bacon Juice and John Garcia on that fifth row. And then we have Drake and Static Pants right behind those guys. And then Arham, starting his qualifying ban, right behind Draken. And then Simon right behind his teammate. So let's see what happens lap 1. It's going to be definitely a big race for Simon here. I think he can definitely climb his way up the grid. Strategy-wise, it's been all over the place this week. We've seen a lot of people go on softs, a lot of people go mediums, a lot of people start hards. Some people doing one soft, some people doing two. Kubi doing like four because, you know, he's doing Kubi things. So as we wait for Vinny to retire finally, we'll get underway. Hashtag boss baby. Yes, I like it. I have a new hashtag for note. I don't know if anyone saw, but it was a hashtag note taken, you know. Like it's kind of like the take note one, but instead it's like note taken. I don't know. Some other people don't really have cool hashtags to come up with, you know, like what could you really do for Phil Hen? That's fine though. There you can see the disqualification. As we get underway in 20 seconds.
So here we go then with the formation lap right here in Abu Dhabi. Around 50,000 spectators are all in the stands today, all hoping to see some fantastic racing. We're almost ready to start the race as the cars take their positions on the grid, with the drivers and teams making their final preparations.
Alright, 5 lights underway. And it's a lights out. Let's see who gets the better start. Vinny actually shouldn't be in this lobby. Is going to be retiring very shortly here. Let's get some tire strats up in the open here as we look across this wall. Looks like, yeah, I can't see anything. Wow. Why are we still here? Okay. I think 2Games had this issue as well, but actually so far so good. However, yeah, no major crashes. Really? What is this? Okay. Sorry about that. I mean, can't do anything if Cody's can't let us watch Arham. Still in the back. Simon, however, can we still see? Oh, no, okay, we can't. Simon, however, jumping his way into 9 already on the soft compound. Like I said, there's going to be a whole bunch of different compounds. Only 1% on the hards, however, but, yeah, it looks like lap 1 issues, you know. It kind of sucks, though, because I'm trying to see a lot of things, but Phil Hen and Sidart going side by side. They're good to go here. Ooh, getting a little close. Oh, and there's a big dive by Statics that takes out Sidhart up the field. We have Mr. Baby chasing down Sir Snow. Are we good yet? Okay, let's hope we are. Let's see. Okay, I don't know if that means it's worked or not, but just looking at that wall. Down here we got Drake and Arctic and John Garcia. That's Vinny. Yeah, Vinny. I was expecting that he's gonna retire. Oh, and that's Simon actually submitting out. I don't know if that was him losing the car or him getting bumped. Okay, it's back to normal. Thank God. Four-way fight right now for 6. John Garcia leading the pack with hard tires up ahead. Mr. Baby getting overtaken by Turaz. John keeping everyone back so far, but those hard tires definitely gonna fall out of favor for a short time being as Drake spins, and that's unfortunate for him. Down the field, Arctic chasing down John, so we'll see how John copes with the hards. Oh, I say that as he gets past, so not looking too good for him so far. Is that Simon again? Yes, submitting again. That has to be to his own accord. They're very unfortunate. This is very in the favor of Note, however, as his championship rival falls further and further back. So it is right now evening time in Dubai, so it should be a little bit darker by the time we get to the end of the race. So that's going to be cool, you know. Turaz doing pretty good for himself. Hopefully I don't commentary curse him now and he'll spin somehow on the straight, but in the softs, so we'll see what he does. You know, he's possibly going to be following the same strat as Note. So far, so good from Tier 3. No real crazy things other than what we saw with Static so far. We don't really know what happened to Simon just yet, as Turaz gets past, but it's okay. I mean, we still have to more grippier compound for the time being if he can somehow make a move and maybe just hold Mr. Baby back as long as possible. I'm not really sure how long these will last. I mean, I think Max, not Max Verstappen, but X-Max took these quite a bit, so we'll see. As, oh no, the curse, I swear what's the point? That's very unfortunate for Turaz as he drops down to 8th. Arham finding his way into 7th now after starting at the back of the grid. So yeah, gaps all over the place as people struggle to really keep it clean. Oh, as we talk about that, wow, and that's Phil Hand spinning right there. That turn definitely a little bit. Oh, what's going on with Statics? Thought he was about to retire, but he looks like he's also spun. I think a lot of this can contribute to a lot of people maybe not focusing too much on race pace, because these few turns that we're watching right now, it can kind of top on full fuel compared to when you're on quality fuel. You know, you can't really go flat out when you got the full tank going for you. So that's very interesting to see. And actually, Draken looks like he has an issue as well, so no safety car just yet, but someone could end up in a wall very shortly if they're not too careful. I say that, did that happen to Static? No, it did not. Back on to Mr. Baby, looking at that gap with Simon as well. Simon might be making that move. Let's see if we can go watch him real quick coming into turn something. Coming in the second free as well, let's say, but looks like he'll probably just stick behind Phil Hand for the time being. Really no place to pass here. Locks up, gonna lose a bit of time now, however, possibly losing DRS as he will. Back on to Mr. The Baby as he chases down Sir Snow. We also have a Sid Hart catching up to Golf, or not Golf, John. I saw the G and I'm like Golf. That's funny. Sid Hart We saw him struggle with this turn. Looks like he's taking a little bit more cautiously as Draken goes off again. Sahar unable to make too much of an advance with the DRS so far. Just gotta focus on the exit. Actually, John Garcia though has a bad turn into that chicane and is now under front of Siddhart. This should be an easy move. Yes, it should. And yes, it is. When you're on the hards like John Garcia, losing positions like this definitely kind of hurts your overall race because you really are gambling on making sure that you're in the highest position you can be. As people make their pit stops coming into lap 6, we're going to see possibly No and the rest of the soft runners go in very shortly. We'll see. Gap to Sir Snow creased. The baby falling off just a little bit here. As Simon pits from the sauce. Let's see what he goes on. I'm interested. Will he go on the hards? Could he take those to the end? We saw Kiko looking like he was going to take his hards to the end before he got disqualified, and talking about things. John Garcia looking like he has spun as well. Simon going on the mediums. I think this confirms that he will be looking to do a never stop. When? I have no idea. Onto what tire? I also have no idea. I don't know if he can go on softs again later on, or if he'll just go straight onto the hards. We'll find out. Mr. Baby closing the gap now, trying to get that DRS available. Has a lot of time left to really make that happen. All eyes on No. When will he pit? It's a yellow flag again for Draken. Draken not having the best of races here. Mr. Baby losing out for attempts on the final sector there to Sir Snow. Not really his strongest sector, possibly. Down the field, you have Arctic really catching Bacon here. Bacon looking like he's maybe a little bit cautious with the whole lifting part of that track. It's an easy move for Arctic. Go ahead and picks up 3 seconds worth of time penalties as he pits. Oh, and it looks like Bacon gonna make a move now. And is he gonna make it stick? Yes, he is. So great job by Bacon to reclaim that position. That's gonna put Arham into the mix of DRS. I don't think he got DRS, however, but oh, he did. So that's really good for Arham. Gonna catch up with these guys here as they continue to go battle into these corners here. Now Arctic gets a jump on Bacon. There's another car off. That's Draken. Bacon. Bacon losing a bit of time now. Arham, Sector 1, possibly the best place for Arham to overtake Bacon. If Bacon doesn't swing, those kind of looking scary there. Nope, goes into the pits. We'll see what tire he goes. If he'll do the same thing as Simon and go on the mediums, or try to take those hards to the end. At this point, that'd be 21 laps. I think more than doable. Yes, he will go on the hards. I think that is to the end. That's breaking off once again, I think. In the same turn, so very odd thing to see. He might give DRS to Arctic, which would help him. I think he has it. Or no, must have been barely. That would have been nice for him. Definitely could have built a solid little gap to Bacon. Arham, however, looking now to get the jump on him, follow in Arctic's steps. He's close enough to make a move here. Bacon really has nowhere No chance to defend, I feel, but he's going to take that inside line. Yellow flag for something there. That must have been Draken. Is looking like Bacon almost lost control of the car there, but he keeps it. Oh, speaking of lost control in the car, it's going to be a little bit of an ambitious little move for Bacon. I saw what he was looking for. There was a little bit of gap, but Ryan did well to recover that back and keep the position. Maybe just too excited though that he saw Arham kind of lose control. That's Turo's pits now. And I just realized this is like the little yellow Ferrari that happened in Monza. Limited time, you know, because why not? Kind of see it better there. As let's go. Oh, I was thought there was a gap, but no. Oh, there is a gap. Closing in as that is Turo's coming out of the pits. John right behind him. John 8 laps in with his hards. As Turo's starts his stint on hards, looking to end the race on them. John should have just moved for the time being, as Turo's is on very cold hards here. Should be a simple pass for him. Turo's just needs to make sure he keeps it clean and ooh, look, a little bit of tap here. You can almost say that's kind of a bad re-entry by John, you know, but I don't know. It's very odd. He's been struggling. Every time we've seen him go in that corner, he's had some weird breaking points because he's like diving it and going in too deep. And it's affecting him a lot here. That's Draken again. Draken just not having the best of the race. I mean, he can even keep the car going, and it looks like he's gonna. I think it's gonna be retirement, I would assume. Yeah, that's unfortunate to see. I mean, what can you do? Down to 12 people here. 10 laps in. Sir Snow right now in the lead, but no, however, should retake that once everyone starts pitting in front of him. Medium should pit at lap 12 through 16. So we'll see what happens with that. So no, about to get DRS on Bacon. Pretty simple pass, obstacle on the outside here to make the move. Bacon, not much you can really do about that. And now, nope, chasing down his teammate. I think team orders might be a play, who knows? Once he catches him, of course. Sir Snow not pitting just yet. This is lap 12. So we'll see next time around if they decide to go in or not. Not much really to say right now. We're just gonna keep on board with the note as he charges his way back into first. I don't think he should have really any troubles unless he spins. Bacon Juice and Arctic actually battling. Arctic makes the move. Bacon possibly unable to do much for Sector 3 here. No, closing in to Arham. I'm more concerned to see what will Sir Snow do. He is going to pit, so we'll be seeing him go on the hards. Will Mr. Baby pit? Yes, he will. Will Arham pit, though? Probably, because his teammate is right there. Or no, it's going to be Arham sticking out for another lap here. Arctic goes in the pits, Bacon goes in the pits, so we'll see how this affects Arham coming out of the pits next lap, or whenever he goes in. No, gonna have DRS on his teammate, definitely will make the pass for sure. I don't think Arham would even fight that. Arham would get DRS back on the next straight, so maybe that's the plan. You know, get a little bit of speed. Any extra time you can find for your new teammate here, as Arham getting passed by his teammate down the field. We see some people, however, battling out of the pit lane here. Taraz now has to worry about Arctic and Bacon and Sidhart on pressure hards, but it shouldn't really play too much of a factor just for the time being. Again, they're also on cold hards. You can see Arctic even warming him up just a tad down the straight here. That's kind of funny to see. Simon on the mediums, he will have to pit again. When will he pit? I think we'll see that in 10 laps, and he might do the final 9 on the softs again. But how much of an advantage I'll give him, I don't know. John's still out on his same mediums. Arham into the pits. So I want to see when he comes out. Oh, and that's actually a spin by Mr. Baby. Definitely will help Arham's charge just a bit. I think we'll see Arham come out just in front of Bacon. Let's see. Maybe it looks like it's going to be in front of Turar. No, in front of Arctic. Okay, so things are spicing up here as people have made their pit stops. Arctic making a big move into the inside here of Arham. Arham going to have DRS, but cold tires, so he's going to lose a little bit on his turns just for the time being. I think we might see an interesting battle for 4 or 5. I don't think Turles honestly will be able to hold it because the tire's a little bit older, and these guys, they have DRS on him for sure. Maybe he can hold them off. Let's find out. Hopefully, maybe it's a reverse commentator's curse. Maybe we'll do the opposite of what I say. Arctic, however, really chasing him down. Gonna put a whole bunch of pressure on him. Arham losing the DRS just for the time being. I mean, he still has quite a bit of corners to really make that time up, which he already has. So not too much of a big deal. Just gotta make sure that you're Not falling back too much as Arctic actually spins into the wall here. We saw that a lot in the upper tiers. Maybe not in the race session, but definitely in quality. So that's something a lot of us can definitely feel for, as Arham now going to lose that little DRS advantage he had, but he can definitely catch up to Taraz as the night starts to grow onto the track. It's going to get darker as we move on. Did someone spin? No, I think that was Static letting people by. Simon on the mediums, like we said, chasing, looking down to chase Sidhart. Does have mediums, but they're old now and probably not as good as the hards would be. At least it won't be as easy for him. He can stay out, I think, or he's going to stay out, I feel, until lap like 18, 19. And then he'll pit and come out in 11. So will he be able to climb his way back to possibly pick up a point? He is right now, I think, hoping for a safety car, because that's the only thing that will really help him out here. He hasn't been on the hards yet. Safety car right now could put him on the hards, but it's really going to be tough for that, I feel. I mean, this track, especially now with 20 drivers on it, it's going to be tough for a safety car to come out, I feel, especially with how spread out everyone is. There would have to be a really major mistake for a safety car to come out, and even with Draken spinning all over the place, he hasn't really hit the wall, so... Most definitely. The hotel, I would assume, is sector 3, right? Probably. Yeah, it makes sense. It's a hotel. Looks nice. Simon yet has the DRS, but how much is gonna happen? Arctic on the back of John. John's still out on his hards that he started the race on. Looks like he's starting a little to struggle now. He'll be pitting soon, I think, for the soft compound. Arctic gets the move. Up the field, we have Sidhart very closing the gap to Bacon. So something interesting to look out for is there's no 5 laps in their hards, 2.7 behind. No, can he make up the time and maybe get an advantage with those pressure tires? Simon going on the hards now. This is something I do not agree with unless he really did not have any other softs. You know, if you were going to go on the hards, you might as well have done it earlier. Doesn't really make sense when there's only 11 laps left. You're not gaining anything. I mean, I thought, you know, you go on softs now, you get that fastest lap in, you get an extra point. That's going to be probably what Arctic is going to be doing now. Most likely to get that extra point if he can somehow get past Vilhen here, which he should be able to because he was pretty close by. A yellow flag, that is going to be for Bacon. No, it's not. That's actually for Sir Snow. We did see Bacon kind of getting a pass or going slow a little bit. So I thought it was him. Bacon fighting Siddharth, but Sir Snow must have had a spin. Yes, he has no damage, otherwise it would definitely have pitted. So all that talk about that gap is out the window within a lap. That's the commentator's curse, I feel. You know, I was talking about Sir Snow and him closing the gap, and then he smacks. Action with Siddharth, Taraz, Bacon Juice as well. 10 laps left. Someone could spin, cause a safety car, bunch up the field again, who knows? John pitting finally. John definitely would be going on the softs, right? Mediums, okay, interesting. Maybe they just still have softs available. Maybe they use older quality softs or something, I don't know. Arctic on the back of the head has this move pretty much done and dusted, possibly on the outside as well. Should have it on the outside, but actually it's going to be a little bit harder in this turn, but he's going to get the switcheroo maybe. No, he isn't, but it has DRS to assist him. So has this move done and dusted. Vilhen actually going to still be fighting though into the corner here. That could cause some troubles. As it's had, they're going to be fighting each other into the last bit of space, and Arctic gets the move done up the field. You got Bacon, Tura, Siddharth climbing his way into 5th now. Yellow flag for Vilhen. Looks like he is good, no damage. Could have been a Latifi moment, who knows. Arctic now on the back of John. John has the medium tire, so it actually won't be as easy as Arctic would like to think. But he should have this move done for sure. But the problem would be later on. If John is close enough, John could reclaim the position for sure. I'll keep our eye on that. I think he has that move on the straight for sure. We don't need to watch that for the millionth time. We're going to see Taraz, Siddharth, and Bacon in Sector 3 here. And actually, Arctic didn't get the move, so that's really interesting. Maybe John running different wings. Where the Arctic, I don't know, definitely has it now. He should. I mean, he's so close. Like, I'd be so shocked if he doesn't get this down on the inside. They're going to go side by side, but I think, yeah, there it is. John can't fight right now, but I think he will be able to in a lap or so as those mediums start getting more in line. Taraz dropping off from Siddharth, Bacon Juice. Has the DRS on him, but not much can happen. Arctic picks up the fastest lap, 27.4. I don't think we'll see anyone beat that for tonight. Sorry about that. I was drinking some water. I did see Bacon kind of get a little bit closer to Taraz, but not enough for the time being. John does have a penalty now. So even if he gets past Arctic, it won't matter too much unless he can build a gap, which I don't think he would be able to, but just can't see it happening. Maybe if Arctic spins, or has a moment, he could get past him and build that gap, but I just can't see it happening with 6 laps left. Bacon very close to Oz. I think I said this before, but for the people who are uninformed, Bacon Juice is a ARC founder. Doesn't really add in the page anymore, but he is definitely one of the founders with Prix. Some people don't know that. It's always good to remind people why we love him. It's always nice to see him come do a season with us. Let's see if he can get past Taraz. Looking like struggled with the exit there, lost a little bit of time, but has DRS to pull him right back into DRS. John, kind of the same thing going on here. It looks like he has DRS, but really can't make much out of it right now. Those softs should be dying off pretty shortly, which would put the advantage back in John's way, but again, that penalty is not going to help. Also, it looks like he's kind of lagging. I don't know if that's me or if that's like just John himself. It looks like it's just John. I don't see it from the other drivers. I don't know. Taraz back within DRS or Sid Hart. These guys. Let's see what happens to Taraz as these guys head to the straight. That's not going to be beneficial for Bacon because he was making some good time on him, and now Taraz can kind of build a little blanket around him, to making sure that Bacon really can't catch up. 5 laps left. Safety car did come out, I believe, for Tier 2 at lap 26, right? Yeah, no, 25. So maybe that'll happen again, who knows? Down the field, John is making up a lot of time on Arctic. Maybe those softs are starting to finally give out here. And that could be enough for John to possibly build a gap. I don't think so, but maybe we'll find out. Arctic now currently has fast laps, so he would be picking up that second point, even if oh, and he rear ends. Oh no, that's a clear rear end, I feel. I mean, obviously I don't know how hard John was raking there, but that's very unfortunate. I think that's going to be a report and possibly a penalty. I don't think, unfortunately, it would mean much because he's going to get that penalty as well, John, from having... How much is it? Let's see. It's probably 3 seconds, but... Crap. Not that. Penalties. Yep, 3 seconds, so... That's unfortunate. Definitely would not be happy if I was John right now. He had a chance to finally build a gap, especially with the softs kind of dying out there. Bacon, something happened with him because now he's 2 seconds behind Taraz. Taraz slightly catching Sidhart, but I don't think he really has what it takes, especially with the older tires. Even though it's 4 laps old, that matters a lot, I feel, especially with the final few laps here. 3 laps left. Static Pants into the pits. Maybe he's looking to steal fastest lap from Arctic. That'd be a big blow to him right now. Just want to check something real quick here as we getting halfway over the halfway mark of the season. So I'll check the standings. So right now, Simon is looking like he is 21 points ahead of Note. Note obviously going to pick up 25, while Simon picks up, I believe this is going to be, what is it, 1.2 points, 4 points per 8, I think is the order. So Simon would still be ahead of Note, but only by like 3 points after this race, unless he spins and goes even further down the grid. Arctic picks up now a penalty as he pits, so that's an interesting call. I'm not really sure why. I mean, that's pretty much kind of guaranteeing that you're going to lose out to John. Oh, and I was going to say John and Philhan, but John now spins. He actually doesn't DNF. I thought that was going to be a DNF. So he could actually get ahead of him. I don't think he will, actually, because Arctic going into the pit, or not pits, but going into the little tunnel. So that would put him ahead. So that's very unfortunate by John. John now going to be a back marker for Note. So, yeah, so Note and Simon's battle for the championship is definitely going to heat up now, as they're going to be very, very, very close for the next race. You don't want to get any more disqualifications in quali. You don't want to get any more penalty points. You don't want to get any more bad races, you know. You're going to have to be, now it's going to be up to whoever is the more consistent driver. And that, well, we're going to see who can handle that pressure, honestly. It's just should be round 9 of 14, so still more points, a lot of points left on the table, but a bad race, a DNF or two, and you're not looking too hot anymore for these two drivers, so it's going to be very, very interesting. McLaren, overall in the team standings, however, they are taking it away, both Note and Arham. So the gap's pretty much all spread out here, as a lot of things have gone on tonight. This is lap 28 now. We'll just stick on board with Note. We can toss. I guess we'll see Taraz, right? Because he maybe will make up some time. John getting lapped by Note out in his race one lap earlier. I don't think, it mean that his chase to Arctic is pretty much dead, because he won't get that extra lap to really be able to make advantage of anything if Arctic like spins, you know. He's gonna be ghosted. He needs to be a little bit careful if he wants to get past Note, which, yeah, that could be dangerous, because, you know, coming up randomly behind Note could compromise the corner a little bit, you know, scaring people like that. Arctic picks up the fast lap again. He already had it. I don't think he was really under threat. Maybe he saw Simon go in the pits, maybe, actually, and thought that he might lose it. So final lap here, John Garcia still behind him. Yeah, I think you just got to stick it behind him into the end of the race at this point. I could see his urgency and wanting to get past him in case Arctic had a mistake, but it wasn't really going to happen anymore. Definitely a good thing that he was ghosted. I think if he was not ghosted, he definitely would have tried it, but you never know, some people do some weird things. So Taraz unable to really close that gap to Sidhart. Mr. Baby looking like he's going to pick up a podium, second place. Let's go, you know. 0% ERS, so he's completely out. Like, that's actually insane. I've never seen that before. As he regenerates a little bit there. Simon, though, picks up fastest lap, taking it away from Arctic. Arctic now down to 1 point. Simon will kick up 5, I think. I don't remember 8. God, it's like... It makes sense, though. Like 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So, yeah, Simon should get 5 points to this race. Not too bad, but definitely going to be disappointing. I think he did get spin out, I think, if I remember right. Maybe he picks up a penalty, and actually that's kind of dangerous for him to kind of be weaving like that, especially if I was close. So snow was coming, maybe he could have lost that. He's a reserve, obviously, so it doesn't really matter too much, but, you know, still a good race for him, good debut. Note picks up the win. So now the battle between Note and Simon is going to heat up for the final 5 races of this season. As, oh, there's a mistake. That is, okay, I thought that was Simon. I was going to be like, oh no. But that is Static Pants. So Turals across the line for 6. Sir Snow picks up a podium. Bacon Juice 7. Simon 8th, like we saw him. Take note, boss, baby, our hammer time. Hashtag note taken. Don't forget that one, you know. Hashtag boss, baby. Oh, Arctic, an interesting end of the race here. Funny if he would have DNF'd, we're probably still would have given him points, but that would have been funny to see. Arham picks up driver today, starting from last, or second last, and picking up 4th, so good job by him. Good recovery from the ban, qualifying ban. This has been a race for sure. One of the races. Yeah, not much, too much warnings, penalties, you know, not too much going on. Any front wings? Yes, there was, Arctic. And that's it. That's tier 3. So tomorrow you can watch ACF1 head to Istanbul Park, where you can see Evie and Ginger commentate. Ginger going to be the safety car. That's going to be exciting, right? Actually, I don't even know if he confirmed that, but maybe he would. Let me know soon. Ginger, same. Yeah. Thanks for watching, and good night.